So good morning everybody, it's Volkswagen R time again. Actually it's the first new R model of the year 2020 because today we have the Tiguan R with the Akrapovic exhaust with us. Amazing car that we were so anxious to drive because this one not only has a slight power increase compared to what you had with the 4-cylinders, 320 HP, but it also has something like a torque vectoring system in the back, which is kind of similar to what the sport differential is of Audis. So it should also not only give you, let's say, good times on the drag piece, but also of course some fun once you go on the handling drive. But what we're now going to do is we will be testing the 0 to 100 time if it's possible, because we have some rain, and also 100 to 200 later on. Bear with me because both times will be influenced by that rain and let's say water outside, because you can clearly see that water on the track is not ideal, and also if you have to drive against water 100 to 200 you will also have a slower time than what you would probably get under dry conditions. But nevertheless, we cannot change the weather. We still want to share this footage with you, and I'm very excited because I also don't know how fast it will go. So we will put everything in the sporty setting. We are on the R mode. We will put the traction control into the sport handling mode to engage the launch control and see how fast it goes. But let's now see how fast the Tiguan R goes from 100 to 200 in a rolling start. So you have just seen it. It seems to be that the sport differential, it's not only fun once you're going into the corner, but you heard that noise and you saw how the entire car, even in that wet and rainy condition, was being moved forward. And the result are some pretty amazing times. As said, we have a damp asphalt, there is some rain going on, which is very, very far away from ideal, but the drift box shows a 4.8 seconds to 100. Which is more or less what the factory is claiming under best and dry conditions. I think that is already very respectful, and you probably already know that this is not much slower, or probably about the same speed that also an Audi S3 of the recent model year with 310 horsepower is doing. So it seems to be that despite the bigger car, a lot bigger car and the more weight, that the sport differential really helps on this accelerating, specifically under very, very difficult conditions. So have not expected that. Thought this was only for handling capabilities, but it seems to be also for acceleration. Secondly, the number that we managed to do from 100 to 200 is a 14.1 seconds, which first of all thought, okay, it's not that fast. If you then consider that this car is very, very heavy, very wide, it has 21-inch wheels, which are a lot bigger than what, for example, a GTI or an S3 was driving. It's only 2 seconds slower, 100 to 200, than the new Audi S3, which was already very, very good. And it seems to be that this is very close to what the Golf R, our Golf R, was driving, because it's only, let's say, 7/10 slower than what our model year 19 Golf 7.R performance, 7.5 R performance is driving. So yeah, astonishing numbers. But what we want to do now, of course, we will get out on the country road. Unfortunately, the weather is not that great, but we're still trying to capture some nice exhaust sounds for you that we can also upload the pure sound very, very soon.